Good day. This is my midterm paperwork to complete the midterm grade assessment 1 to 4. Assessment 1. Why is form handling a validation important in web development, particularly in terms of data integrity and security? Form handling and validation play a critical role in web development, particularly in ensuring data integrity and security. When users submit information through forms, it's important to verify that the data is accurate, complete, and formatted correctly before it's processed or stored. This helps maintain the quality and consistency of the data within the application, preventing errors or incomplete information from corrupting databases. Moreover, form validation is essential for preventing security vulnerabilities such as SQL injection or cross-site scripting or XSS, which are common methods used by attackers to exploit weaknesses in web applications. By validating input, developers can safeguard against malicious data being submitted, ensuring that only legitimate and safe data is accepted. Furthermore, it also improves the user experience by providing real-time feedback on errors, guiding users to correct mistakes, and preventing them from submitting faulty or incomplete forms. Therefore, form handling and validation not only protect the application's backend but also help create a more reliable and user-friendly interface. Number two, what are some key Laravel features that help prevent security vulnerabilities such as SQL injection and cross-site request forgery or CSRF when handling form data? Laravel provides a range of powerful features to prevent security vulnerabilities such as SQL injection and cross-site request forgery or CSRF. When handling form data, ensuring both data integrity and application security. One of the primary defenses against SQL injection is the use of eloquent ORM and query builder, which rely on prepared statements and parameter, parameterized queries. These tools automatically escape user inputs, preventing them from being executed as part of the SQL query, effectively blocking any attempt to manipulate database query queries through malicious input. Laravel also has built-in CSRF protection that automatically generates a unique CSRF token for every active session. This token is included in all forms and is required to be submitted with every request. When the server receives a request, it checks the token to ensure it matches the one stored for the current session, protecting against malicious attempts to submit forged requests from an unauthorized source. This layer of protection prevents attackers from exploiting authenticated users to perform unintended actions on their behalf. Number three, explain how you would create a basic form in Laravel using a blade template and handle its submission in a controller. Include an example of how you would define validation rules. Blade template. Form.blade.php.blade. This is the example. Number two, route wave.php. Route gate the form controller class show form controller dot php. This is the example. How can customizing validation error messages improve the user experience in a web application? Provide an example of how you would customize and display validation error messages in a Blade template. Customizing validation error message is a way application can significantly improve the user experience by making error messages more user-friendly, clear, and relevant to the specific context of the form. Default Laravel error messages are often generic. The name field is required, but by customizing them, you can provide more specific and actionable feedback. Please enter your full name. Make error messages more approachable and align with your application's tone and branding. Help users understand what they need to do to correct the issue, reducing confusion and frustration. Number one, customizing validation messages and controller. So this is the example. Displaying custom validation messages and Blade template. This is the code of validation messages in Blade template. What are the benefits of centralizing validation logic in Laravel applications, and how does this contribute to the maintainability of a web application? Centralizing validation logic in Laravel applications ensures consistency by applying the same validation rules across different parts of the application, reducing redundancy and the risk of errors. It improves code reusability, allowing validation rules to be reused in multiple controllers or methods, and promotes a clean separation of concerns by keeping validation separate from business logic. This approach simplifies maintenance and updates as changes to validation rules can be made in one place, avoiding the need to modify multiple controllers. Additionally, it makes it easier to implement custom validation logic and enhances the overall readability and maintainability of the code. Assessment to. Number one, what is the role of middleware in Laravel's authentication system, and how does it help protect routes and resources from unauthorized access? So, in middleware in Laravel's authentication system ensures that only authenticated users can access specific routes and resources by acting as a filter, verifying the user's login status and redirecting unauthorized users to the login page. It helps protect sensitive areas of the application and can also handle unauthorization by checking if the user has the necessary permissions or roles. Number two, how does Laravel's built-in authentication system handle user registration and login, including the management of session tokens and the validation of input data? Laravel's built-in authentication system handles user registration and login by validating input data securely, storing user credentials with hash password, and managing sessions tokens to maintain user authentication. During registration, it ensures the data is valid, creates a new user in the database, and logs them in automatically. For login. Laravel checks the credentials, creates a session, and redirects the user. The system also manages session tokens, ensuring that users remain authenticated across requests and are logged out after an activity. Question number 3. Explain the importance of security measures like SQL injection prevents and XSS protection and logging and registration forms. How does Laravel assess in preventing these vulnerabilities? Security measures like SQL injection prevention and XSS protection are vital in login and registration forms to protect user data and prevent malicious attacks. SQL injection allows attackers to manipulate database queries, potentially compromising sensitive information, while XSS can inject malicious scripts into web pages. Laravel helps prevent these vulnerabilities by using Eloquent ORM and Query Builder, which automatically escape user input preventing SQL injection. Additionally, Lala- Laravel protects against XSS by automatically escaping output in blade templates, ensuring that user-submitted data is rendered safe, safely without executing malicious scripts. Number 4. How would you create and apply custom middleware in Laravel to restrict access to specific roles based on user roles, such as an role, admin only role? To create and apply custom middleware and Laravel for restricting access to specific roles based on user roles, such as an admin-only role, you would first create a middleware using the PHP Artisan make middleware command, then define the logic to check if the authenticated user has the required role. Inside the middleware, you can use the authenticated to access the user's role and redirect them if they don't have the necessary permissions. Finally, you would apply the middleware to routes or route groups in the routes slash wave.php file using the middleware, open parentheses and close parentheses, method to ensure only users with the correct role admin can access the route. Number 5, in terms of scalability, how can Laravel's authentication system be adapted to handle a growing number of users and requests? Give example like session management or token-based authentication. Laravel's authentication system can be adapted for scalability by using efficient session management and token-based authentication. For session management, Laravel supports using database-backed sessions or caching system like Redis or Memcache, which help handle large volumes of user data across multiple servers. For token-based authentication, Laravel offers Passport and Sanctum, allowing stateless API authentication, which reduces the need for session storage and scales more easily by distributing requests without relying on centralized session data. This ensures that the system can efficiently handle a growing number of user and requests. Assessment 3. Question number 1. What are the key steps involved in implementing the create operation in Laravel? And how do blade views and form handling play a role in this process? The key steps involved in implementing the create operation in Laravel include defining roles, creating a controller method to handle form data, creating a blade view for the form, and processing the data with validation before saving it to the database. Blade views play a role by providing a user-friendly interface for input while form handling involves accepting the user's input through the form, validating it, and passing it to the controller for processing and storage. Question number two. Explain the importance of data validation and sanitization and CRUD operations. How does Laravel ensure security when handling user input during these operations? Data validation and sanitization are crucial CRUD operations to ensure that user input is accurate, safe, and free from malicious content, preventing issues like SQL injection and data corruption. Laravel ensures security during these operations by providing built-in validation methods, automatically escaping harmful characters and using prepared statements with eloquent or key rebuilder to protect against injection attacks. Question number three. Describe how you would implement the read operation in Laravel to retrieve and display the display data from the database using both a controller method and a blade viewer. To implement the read operation in Laravel, you would first define a role that maps to a controller method. In the controller, you would use Eloquent or query builder to retrieve the necessary data from the database. For example, you might use model all or model find to fetch records. The retrieved data would then be passed to a blade view using the return view or view name compact data syntax. In the blade view, you would loop through the data and display it dynamically using blade directives like at for each to render each record's details. This separation ensures a clean MVC architecture with the controller handling the logic and the blade view managing the presentation. Question number 4. What is the purpose of the update operation in Laravel? And how would you handle form submissions to modify existing data entries in the database? The purpose of the update operation in Laravel is to modify existing data entries in the database, allowing users to edit and save changes. To handle form submissions, you would define a route and controller method to retrieve the data based on its ID. Display it in form prefilled with the current values and then validate and update the data in the database upon submission using the update method or Eloquence save function. Question number 5. How can you ensure that the delayed operation in Laravel is secure and prevents accidental or unauthorized data removal? What role does validation play in this process? To ensure the delete operation in Laravel is secure and prevents accidental or unauthorized data removal, you can implement several measures such as using unauthorization checks, confirming actions with user prompts, and applying middleware. For role-based access control, Laravel's built-in authorization system like authorize or gets slash policies can ensure only authorized users can perform deletions. Additionally, to prevent accidental deletion, you can implement a confirmation process like using a JavaScript confirmation dialog or a confirmation model before actually removing data. Validation plays a role in ensuring that the data to be deleted exists and that the user has permission to delete it, preventing invalid or unauthorized delete requests from being processed. Assessment 4. Question number 1. What is the purpose of Google reCAPTCHA? And how does it enhance the security of web applications when integrated with forms? The purpose of Google reCAPTCHA is to protect web applications from automated abuse, such as spam or malicious bot activities, by verifying that the user interacting with a form is a human and not a bot. It enhances the security of web application by presenting challenges like identifying images or checking a box, which are easy for humans but difficult for automated scripts to complete. This integration helps prevent both driven form submissions, account creation, and other malicious activities, ensuring that only legitimate users can access or submit data through the forms. Question number two. Describe the process of obtaining and registering reCAPTCHA site and secret case from Google. Why is it important to update the domain when moving from localhost to a production environment? To obtain and register a CAPTCHA site and secret case from Google, you need to follow these steps. Step 1. Go to Google reCAPTCHA site and visit Google's reCAPTCHA website and sign in with your Google account. Step 2. Register a new site. Click on the Admin Console button, then click Register a new site. Choose reCAPTCHA type. Select either reCAPTCHA B2, I'm not a robot checkbox, or reCAPTCHA B3, invincible reCAPTCHA, depending on your needs. Step 3. Add your domain. Enter the domains where you intend to use reCAPTCHA, such as example.com for a production site or localhost for local development. Step 4. Accept terms of service. Agree to Google's terms of service and decide whether you want to receive alerts about suspicious activity. Step number 5. Get your key after registration. Google will provide you with two keys, a site key used in the HTML and a secret key used for server-side validation. Importance of updating the domain. It is important to update the domain when moving a local host to a production environment because the reCAPTCHA keys are tied to specific domains. If the domain is not updated, the reCAPTCHA settings, the keys will only work on the registered domain, localhost during development, and will not be valid in the production environment. This would result in reCAPTCHA not functioning properly on the live website, preventing users from interacting with the form or completing actions that require validation. Question number 3. How would you integrate reCAPTCHA into a Laravel form? Outline the steps from installing the necessary package to adding the reCAPTCHA field in the form. To integrate Google reCAPTCHA into a Laravel form, first install the Ansible / no captcha package using Composer, then add your reCAPTCHA site and secret case to the .env file and configure them in config/services.php. In the blade view, use the app captcha display and directive to add the reCAPTCHA field to the form and the controller. Validate the reCAPTCHA response by applying the CAPTCHA validation rule to the gReCAPTCHA response field to ensure the submission is human. Finally, ensure the reCAPTCHA keys are updated and correct for your production environment. Question number 4. Explain how to validate reCAPTCHA responses in Laravel. What role do the reCAPTCHA keys play in this validation process? In Laravel, reCAPTCHA responses are validated by using the CAPTCHA validation rule in your form, request, or controller. When the form is submitted, Laravel checks the reCAPTCHA response submitted by the user, usually in the gReCAPTCHA response field, against Google's reCAPTCHA service using the secret key. The reCAPTCHA secret key play crucial The reCAPTCHA secret keys play a crucial role in this validation process. When the form is submitted, Laravel sends a request to Google's reCAPTCHA API with the secret key and the user's response. Google then verifies if the response is valid and corresponds to a legitimate user interaction, returning a success or failure response. If the validation fails, if the response is missing or invalid, Laravel will trigger an error and the user will be asked to complete the reCAPTCHA challenge again. The secret key ensures that the verification process is secure, as it is only known to your application and Google, preventing bots from bypassing the validation. Question number 5. How can customizing error messages for field reCAPTCHA attempts improve user experience? Provide an example of how you would handle reCAPTCHA errors in a Laravel controller. Customizing error messages for field reCAPTCHA attempts can improve the user experience by providing clear, user-friendly feedback, guiding users on how to correct their mistake rather than just showing a generic error. A customized message can reassure users that they need to complete the reCAPTCHA to confirm they are human without feeling frustrated by a vague error. Example of handling reCAPTCHA errors in a Laravel controller. You can customize error messages for reCAPTCHA validation failures by using Laravel's validation functionality. For example, if the reCAPTCHA response is invalid, you can specify a custom error message like this code example. In this example, if the user doesn't complete the reCAPTCHA or the verification fails, they will receive a more informative error message like please verify that you are not a robot or reCAPTCHA verification failed, please try again. This customized feedback helps users understand exactly what went wrong, making the process smoother and more intuitive. That's all. Thank you.